go. Welcome back, everybody. I'd like to call this Town Board organizational meeting to order. It's Wednesday, December 17th. The time is 7:25. I'd like to call this meeting to order by asking everybody to once again please stand for the pledge to the flag. Councilman?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any public comments or questions on agenda items only? Seeing nobody approach the podium, we'll move on. We're going to go ahead with the Town Board Liaison Assignments. Town of Dover 2026 Town Board Liaison Assignments. Supervisor Richard Gino, all departments, all municipal functions, all boards and committees, all town organizations, JHK Hose Company, NDP Ambulance Service. We need to change that to Empress.
Yep.
And all elected and appointed officials. Deputy Supervisor Jay Murphy. Departments, Recreation Commission, Planning and Zoning, Building with Supervisor. Municipal function is the A Fund. Community organizations, Dover Day with Rec Department, JHK Park, and Boys Park with Councilman Maluta. Elected officials, all elected officials with the supervisor. All parks and town property improvements and comprehensive plans. Councilman Jan Maluta. Departments, Highway with Councilman Holmes, Constables and Dog Control Officer. Municipal function is the D Fund with Councilman Holmes. Community organizations, American Legion, VFW, Seniors Program with Julie and staff. Cleanup Day with the supervisor. Elected official, Highway Superintendent with Councilman Holmes. Councilwoman Susan Jackson. Departments, Assessor's Office, Media with Town Clerk, IT with Supervisor's Office and Town Clerk. Municipal function is the A Fund. Community organizations, Dover Union Free School District, the School Board, Dover Library, Town Cleanup Day with Supervisor and Councilman Maluta. Elected officials, Tax Collector, Town Clerk, and Deputy Supervisor Murphy. Councilman Holmes. Departments, Highway Department with Councilman Maluta, Stone Church with Councilman Maluta, and Trails Committee Chairman. Municipal function, D Fund with Councilman Maluta. Community events, Dover Day, Town Cleanup Day with Downtown Cleanup Day with Deputy Supervisor Murphy and Supervisor and the Rec Department. Supervisor and Town Clerk will serve as liaisons to the Harlem Valley Appalachian Trail Community and the Conservation Advisory Council when we put it in effect. With these assignments, I will request a short report each month at our regular meetings. The Highway Superintendent and Recreation Director will also be asked for a monthly report. In the absence of the Highway Superintendent or the Rec Director, the assigned board member will be asked to present a report. The Building Department will also be asked to present a report on the month's activity. The resolution to authorize and approve consent agenda items. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby approve the following items for consideration and adoption on December 17, 2025, Town Board Organizational Meeting Consent Agenda. Authorize the Town Supervisor to execute agreement with RBT CPAs for 2026, and authorize Town Supervisor to execute agreement with Logically IT Consultants for 2026. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Maluta. Discussion. This is a yearly thing. We're doing it at the reorg meeting because it is an every year issue, right? Any other discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Authorize positions and appointments of the Town Supervisor, Town Highway Superintendent, and the Town Clerk. Whereas the 2026 Town of Dover adopted budget contains the positions of Deputy Supervisor and Confidential Secretary for 2026. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby authorizes the positions of Deputy Supervisor and Confidential Secretary in the Town of Dover 2026. Deputy Supervisor shall be Jay Murphy. Confidential Secretary shall be Lizette Martinez. Budget Officer shall be Richard Gino. Town Historian shall be Valerie LaRobediere. Town Clerk Katie Palmer House appoints. Bonnie Franks as first deputy town clerk, and Nicole Plavchin as second deputy clerk. Highway Superintendent Jason Satori appoints Teresa Jacopino an assistant to Highway Superintendent. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Maluta, seconded by Holmes. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Appoint Town of Dover consultants for 2026. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby names the following Town of Dover consultants for 2026. Joseph Berger, P.E., Town Engineer. Thomas J. Jacobellis, Esquire, and Hogan and Rossi and Liguori, Town Council. AKRF Incorporated, Town Planner. RBT CPAs, LLP, Town Accountants. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Jackson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Authorize necessary town officials for 2026. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby appoints the following necessary Town of Dover officials for 2025. Account Clerk Tracy Anderson, Assessor's Clerk Carolyn Lasher, Assessor Assistant Robert Regan, Budget Assistant Nicole Scaramuzzo, Building Inspector Don Anderson, Building Secretary Tammy Burns, Code Enforcement Officer Paul Johnston, Constables Jason Robert Dean, Dwayne Jackson, Brett Johnson, Francis Lansing, Justin Remu, Kenneth Wallace, and James Miller. Deputy Registrar of Vital Statistics Tracy Anderson, Dog Control Officer Brett Johnson, Dog Control Officer Backup Kenneth Wallace, Justice Court Clerk Helen Abrams, Media Clerks Natalia Orda and Natalie Brill, Purchasing Clerk Lizette Martinez, Records Management Officer Catherine Palmer House, Recreation Assistant Dodie Grispin, Recreation Secretary Paula Holmes, Recreation Director Julie Muncie, Registrar of Vital Statistics Bonnie Franks, Secretary of the Planning Board Marilyn Van Millen, Secretary of the Zoning Board of Appeals Marilyn Van Millen, Zoning Administrator Don Anderson. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. Hold on. Yeah, 2026 up top.
Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll correct that. Sorry.
2026.
It says 2025.
It says 2025.
It's just in the be written.
Oh, and the part I read. Okay.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I'll entertain a motion with the correction.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Maluta. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Appoint board and committee chairpersons and members for 2026. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby reappoints Ryan Corteen as chairperson of the Town of Dover Planning Board for 2026. And be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby reappoints Deborah Kaufman as chairperson of the Town of Dover Zoning Board of Appeals for 2026. And be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby reappoints Kevin Katowski as chairperson of the Town of Dover Recreation Commission for 2026. And be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby reappoints the following individuals to the following town boards. William Sedor to the Town of Dover Planning Board with a term expiring December 31st, 2032. And Catherine Holder to the Town of Dover Zoning Board of Appeals with a term expiring December 31st, 2030. And Katie Palmer House, Richard Gino, Bonnie Franks, Marilyn Van Millen to the Town of Dover Records Advisory Board for 2026. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Jackson. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Authorize the town supervisor and council persons for 2026. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby authorize the town supervisor to execute the Dover Plains Library referendum in the amount of $395,000. And be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby authorize the town supervisor to purchase a $250,000 blanket bond for the purpose of covering all employees who collect money, including the town clerk, the bookkeeper, and the town justices. And be it further resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby authorize the town supervisor to purchase a $500,000 blanket bond for the purpose of covering the tax collector. And be it further resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby authorize the town supervisor to pay in advance of audit specified bills and contracts, including principal and interest on bond anticipation notes, town ambulance EMS contract, gas, water, fuel, electric, telephone, postage, and payments not requiring prior audit but under review, employee payroll deduction payments, planning and zoning board members' contractual payments and disbursements of amounts withheld from employees' pay. And be it further resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby authorize the town supervisor to sign bank checks when necessary for all town business, to authorize Deputy Supervisor Jay Murphy to sign bank checks when necessary in the absence of the supervisor, to authorize Councilman Maludas to sign bank checks when necessary in the absence of the supervisor and Deputy Supervisor Murphy, to authorize Councilwoman Jackson to sign bank checks when necessary in the absence of Supervisor, Deputy Supervisor Murphy, and Councilman Maluda, and to authorize Councilman Holmes to sign bank checks when necessary in the absence of the Supervisor, Deputy Supervisor Murphy, Councilman Maluda, and Councilwoman Jackson for the year of 2026. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Tommy, the section, I think I ask this every year, the section that states that it gives me permission to cover the tax collector, do I need to abstain because the tax collector is my wife? Fine? Okay. Okay. Administrative, this is just strictly administrative. Got it. Okay, any further discussion or questions? Hearing no further discussion and no questions, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried. I know I usually ask that, and I just don't remember after reading all that. Be it resolved, in the event the Supervisor, Richard Yeno, is unavailable to sign necessary documents or act on behalf of the town, then Deputy Supervisor Jay Murphy is hereby authorized to sign or act on behalf of the town. And be it further resolved that Supervisor Yeno and Deputy Supervisor Murphy are unavailable to sign or act on behalf of the town, then Councilman Jan Maluda is authorized to sign and act on behalf of the town of Dover. And be it further resolved that Supervisor Yeno, Deputy Supervisor Murphy, and Councilman Maluda are unavailable to sign or act on the behalf of the town, then Councilwoman Susan Jackson is authorized to sign and act on behalf of the town of Dover. And be it further resolved that Supervisor Yeno, Deputy Supervisor Murphy, Councilman Maluda, and Councilwoman Jackson are unavailable to sign or act on the behalf of the town, then Councilman Roy Holmes is authorized to sign and act on behalf of the town of Dover. I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Maluda. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Set town schedules and procedures. Be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover hereby sets the town board meeting schedule for the last Wednesday of the month at 6:30 p.m. at Town Hall, 126 East Duncan Hill Road, Dover Plains, New York. And be it further resolved that meetings by the town board of the town of Dover shall follow modified Robert's Rules of Ordering, including consideration and vote on items presented on a consent agenda. And be it further resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby authorize the salary payment schedule to be every 2 weeks. And be it further resolved, purchase orders are due every Friday by noon. And be it further resolved, petty cash shall be limited to $250. And be it further resolved, the official depositories of the town of Dover shall be M&T Bank, it should be MBT Bank and Trust, right?
Correct.
So we will correct the word Salisbury Bank. It's now NBT. Be it further resolved, the holiday schedule for the town of Dover shall be according with the Teamster contract for the year 2026. Be it resolved, the salaries and wages for the elected officials shall be as per the adopted town budget for 2026. And be it further resolved, the salaries and wages of non-members of the local IBT 456 shall be as per the adopted town budget for 2026. And be it further resolved, the salaries and wages of the members of the local 456 shall be as per the town's collective bargaining agreement for the year of 2026. Be it further resolved that the town board of the town of Dover hereby sets the mileage reimbursement for 2026 2026 in the town of Dover at a price to be set by the Internal Revenue Service. Be it further resolved that the town board of the town of Dover hereby designates the Poughkeepsie Journal as the official newspaper for the town of Dover for 2026, and be it further resolved that the town clerk of the town of Dover is hereby authorized to place official publications or notices for the town of Dover in the official newspaper for the town of Dover. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Brought by Maluda, seconded by Murphy. Any discussion? All in favor of accepting this resolution with the correction that I stated? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried. For 2026 Town of Dover fee schedule. Whereas pursuant to the Town of Dover Town Code, Chapter 73, entitled Fees, authorizes the town board of the town of Dover to set the fees for the town of Dover, and therefore be it resolved that pursuant to Chapter 73 of the Dover Town Code, the town board of the town of Dover hereby directs the town clerk of the town of Dover to publish notifications to give public notice for a public hearing to be held on Wednesday, January 28th, 2026, at 6:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as possible to obtain public comment on the proposed 2026 fee schedule for the town of Dover. I'll entertain a motion.
Moved.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Holmes. Any discussion?
Supervisor,
Yeah.
could we just include recreation? We generally include both town fees and recreation, so as long as you're okay with that.
I'm fine with that. Okay, Julie? Motion's been made and seconded. Do you accept the addition to that as well?
Yes.
Murphy, Maluda?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion made and seconded. The correction, the addition is accepted. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. At this time, are there any public comments? Please approach the podium. Questions or comments? Seeing nobody approach the podium, I'll end it with this. Again, it's an honor to serve with all of you. Once again, for 2026, it's greatly appreciated. It's an honor and a privilege. And I respect each and every one of you. And I know we'll do the job that needs to be done. I thank you for accepting the liaisonships, Deputy. Thank you once again. Each and every one of you. Tommy, thank you very much. Council, each and every one of you. But with that, let's have a very happy and safe holiday season, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And at this time, we have upcoming meetings, January 7th, 5:30, Wednesday, January 28th, normal time, 6:30. And I'll make a motion at this time to go into an executive session to discuss both personnel and litigation and not return to the dais. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by myself and seconded by Deputy Supervisor Murphy to go into executive session and not return to the dais to discuss personnel and litigation issues. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We are in executive session. Be well and be safe, everybody.